There's two types of stress. There's something called distress and eustress, which is basically distress is putting yourself in a situation where the absolute best that can happen is you recover back to normal. Whereas, so think of disease, for instance, right? Eustress is where you actually get a reward from it. So I knew that, and to give you an analogy, an example of that, that would be lifting weights, right? You're putting your body under stress, but you grow back stronger. I wasn't very disciplined in terms of wrestling in the beginning, definitely not. Just went to the scheduled practices, essentially. So I would do kind of like the bare minimum. That's how I sort of started. But then sort of this mentor, Max, came into my life and, basically taught me that that's what everybody else does. So if you want to do something different, there's got to be a change in input, and there's got to be more that you do. Kobe Bryant touches on this a lot, where he talks about, and at a very young age, he was able to understand this, that if he woke up early in the morning, 4 a.m., got a workout in the morning before anybody else did, that in a week you have 7 more workouts. In a year, you have 365 more workouts than they do. And then at some point, 5 years down the road, it's an impossible game to catch up, no matter how much work they put in. So there's two types of motivation in the world. There's push motivation, there's pull motivation. Push motivation never lasts. So if you try to, manufacture something in your head, like this sounds like a good idea, somebody else has this kind of morning routine, I should do this also, it almost never sticks. My main recommendation for the first thing in the morning is to always attack your source of stress, and that will change throughout your life. That's when you have the most energy in the morning, and the secret to living is really giving. The name of the game in life is not to focus on me, and the more that I focus on me, the best way to put it is we have a certain capacity within us in terms of our mental faculties and our mental power, and some people have more than others. But if I'm focused totally internally about what's going on with me and what's wrong with me, as soon as I fix one problem, my brain's going to come up with another problem that's wrong with me. Find what other people do well and reverse engineer it, and respect it even when you think that there's a flaw there. Extract the useful and discard the useless. Anytime you're trying to change something on the external world, it usually doesn't work. What has to change is within you, and you have to be better. Know that nothing in life will ever be perfect, but in order to attain the goal, the mission has to be perfection, and that's the only way that you can ever attain the goal. But it's in loving that process of the divinity within you, within the environment, within the experience, within the moment, to always extract the useful, to be willing to take on the burden, to take on the stress. You're just processing it wrong. And that's what a leader does, you got to make hard decisions. You got to make tough decisions. And follow your heart throughout it all.